Hey guys, this is CK at CK Education again, and today I want to talk to you about something a little bit different. I guess this would fall under the category of mindset because I really think this is a mindset. But I want to talk a little bit about fitness today. All right, I think it's a little bit funny actually when I was talking to this one student. Let me just share this with you and. This kid, he was a guy, and we're talking about, what kind of, things he does at school. And he says, yeah, my mom works late and stuff. So I'm at home. I don't really get to go out, and I don't have time to go to the gym, and nobody gives me a ride. So I can't go to the gym. So I can't work out. And I said, now, hold on a second. I said, now, wait a minute. Who says you have to go to the gym? Who says you have to have a gym membership in order to be fit, in order to work out? And I've been asked this the same. I've had people ask me, like, do you go to the gym? Like, do you go to the gym? I was like, I don't go to the gym. I think that's like the funniest thing. Like, why would I have to go to some place to work out when I can just, all you need is a floor and your body. It's all you need. You don't need all the Nautilus equipment and all the free weights. And I mean, if you want to be a bodybuilder, then certainly you should do that. But I mean, you have everything you need. And here's one of the things I tell students all the time. Look, fitness is not a varsity sport. Okay, fitness is not something you do in school. I know these people who are older, like, 50 years old, they're like, oh man, back in high school, back in the day, I did this and I was a star of this and I was really fit and blah, blah, blah. But then you're looking at it and you're like, damn, man, like you're like, 50 pounds overweight and you got a beer belly and like you don't do anything active anymore. You just sit and watch YouTube videos. Like you don't do anything. You're completely out of shape. And it's because people have this wrong mindset. Like, some people think fitness is something you did while you were in school, or fitness was something I did when I had time before I had a full-time career, or fitness is something that I do, before I had kids. I'm so busy now, I can't possibly do that. These are all excuses, okay? These are all excuses. So, look, fit is very simple. People say, I don't have time to go to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym. If you're completely out of shape, I would challenge you to say, look, can you do, let's not go too heavy here. Can you do 20 jumping jacks? You say, 20 jumping jacks? You mean like the thing that little kids do, like the jumping jacks? Like, yeah, I said, yeah, can you do 20 jumping jacks? And they, yeah, I can do 20. So they do 20 and they're out of breath. Okay, I said, okay, that's fine. So just, rest, don't get a heart attack. And the next day, try to do 20 again. And then you're like, after a few days, you're like, oh, I could do 20s easy. Like, who can't do 20 jumping jacks? I'm like, well, you couldn't 2 days ago. But let's say, so you do jumping jacks. And so let's say it's pretty comfortable now. Okay, so maybe up into 30. Can you do 30 now? And eventually, can you do 50 jumping jacks? And so often I tell people, look, sometimes I do 250, 300 jumping jacks. This is just cardio, right? I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. You could, you understand jumping jacks, right? So you just do jumping jacks, and you could, if I do 150, if I do 250, if I do 300, it's fine. It's fine. And people say, oh, I can't do that many. Well, you can build it up. Nobody starts out doing 300 jumping jacks, but you can start out by doing 20 or just doing 15. Okay, but you start somewhere and then you keep going, you add on, and as you get better and better, you'll feel better, you can do more, your stamina builds, and you'll do more and more. So people say, well, that's cardio. Okay, that's cardio. So you also have to do some strength. So I say, how many push-ups can you do? Now, I think that is harder for girls to do, females to do push-ups. I think that's just a fact. But regardless, you just do whatever you can. And even some guys who can't do push-ups, I say, okay, you can put your knees on the floor and just see how many, you can do. And sometimes people who are totally out of shape, they're like, oh man, I can barely do 10. They're doing 10 and their arms aching, their shoulders hurt, their chest is hurting, so they do 10. Okay, that's fine. Just do what you can, but just do it again tomorrow. Okay, so do it again, you do 10. And after about a week, you're like, 10 is easy. I can do 25. Okay, great. So after a month, people say, I can do 50. Okay, so that's how you build it up. And then you just keep on going. Remember, fitness is a lifetime endeavor. It is not something we do in school. it is not so that we can look good to other people, so that we can look good at the beach, although that's a side benefit perhaps. If you want to do that, that's cool. Nothing wrong about looking good, but it's more about being in shape. It's so that you don't get injured as you grow older. It's about being flexible. It's about, having strength. It's about having, some level of cardio so that you don't faint when you gotta, shovel some snow. You don't get a heart attack. It's so that when you're playing with your kids, you're not, totally out of breath after 2 minutes. I mean, and it's just active, and it's a preventive measure so that, you don't get into some of the health problems in the first place. Okay, so one of the same kid that I was telling you about, this kid, he was just completely out of shape, and so I asked him this. I said, look, you can still work out at home. He says, yeah, but I wouldn't know what to do. So I said, look, how many push-ups can you do? And he says, I don't know, maybe 40. He says 30 or 40, something like that. I said, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, all right, so let's do 30. But I said, look, how about would you agree to try to do 100 push-ups with me at a time? I mean, in one shot, doing 100. Okay, and he says, well, I've never done 100. I can't even do like 50 or 60. So I don't know how I do that. But I said, no, I mean, not like today, but in 30 days, would you take the challenge of doing 100 push-ups in a row? And he says, yeah, that's good. Okay, I said, all right. So let's just how many can you do? And he says, I think I can do, on a good day, I can do 40. I said, cool, let's do 40. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to do, and I'll do it with you, because I told him I'll do it with you. And so I said, let's do 100 push-ups every day in total, not in one shot, but just total. So you do 40, and then let's say, after lunch, or you come home from school and you do another 20, that's 60. After dinner, you do another 30, that's 90. Before you go to bed, you do 10, that's 100. So you do 10 or 100 total that day. And then the next day you do the thing, okay? So maybe the next day you do sort of the same thing. After about a week, you're like, I can do like 60 push-ups, at once. So you do 60, and then you only have 40 to go. So you split that up during the day, and then you get 100 done per day. And you do that for 30 days. And so we did that, and he did that. And I was a little bit ahead of him because I do push-ups all the time. So I said, I could do like, on a good day, I could do like 70 or 80. So I'll try to do 100. And I'll try to go beyond. I'll try to do like 110 or something in one shot. Okay, so we had this, sort of this challenge together to encourage each other. So he did it, and at the end of 30 days, sure enough, he was able to do 100 push-ups in one shot, and I did as well. So just to show him that, look, you don't have to go to the gym. You got a floor in your house. You have your body. You can do weight-bearing exercises. You can do cardio. You can do jumping jacks. Okay, so I always tell people there's 3 things probably you should focus on, just very basic fitness, right? One is cardio, right? Cardio is to get your heart beating and so that you can run, whether it's running in place or jogging or doing jumping jacks. Because I just say jumping jacks because you can do that anywhere, okay? And then like push-ups. Push-ups is a good overall body, get on the floor and just do as many as you can every day. It's a good strength, exercise. Of course, there are other exercises, but I'm just talking very, very, very basic. Okay, you do that, so that's strength, and then you have flexibility. You gotta be flexible in order to not injure yourself, to not pull muscles and things like that. So I just say just do basic stretching. Okay, the big muscles, the legs and your torso, and so just stretch, and if you do yoga or something like basic yoga, that's great if you do something like that. But the thing is that you do it every day on a consistent basis, or at least every other day. I want you to be fit. I want you to be healthy. I want to be healthy and fit. I want my family to be healthy and fit. I mean, I think it's just you live a healthier, happier life if you're fit and healthy. But if you're sick all the time, or you're injured all the time, or you're hurting all the time, that's a miserable, it can be a miserable existence, right? So you can do these things. And then, there are other things like taking certain vitamins and things that your body might need, especially as you grow a little bit older. But look, the thing is, you don't have to have a gym membership. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to pay. You don't have to drive. You can do it in your house. So get rid of all the excuses. Start today. And again, if you have questions or comments, I'm not a fitness expert, but I aim to be fit. I want to be fit. I want to be healthy. And so I do what I can, and I do everything I can to do that. So I know a few things. So look, if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. Like I said, I hold all comments for review because there are some crazy people out there on YouTube and they'll put some crazy things, and I don't want my kids reading that kind of stuff. So, but if you put in a good comment, a good question, I will publish that and I will interact with you. I'll answer those questions personally. Okay. So I look forward to hearing from you. So in the meantime, today you turn off this YouTube video, you go start doing some jumping jacks or push-ups, you start getting fit today, and you just continue it every day. Doesn't matter what shape you're in. You're in terrible shape, doesn't matter. Do what you can and just keep building it every day. And I hope that's a little bit inspirational to you, and I hope that'll get you going on your journey. Until my next video, stay well.